u17 will have done quite a bit to silence the Indonesian fans in the stands. What a start, even the keeper getting involved in the celebrations. 20 seconds on the clock, and Zambia make a dream start to their debut. Hit the needle. Found Moale waiting in the middle. The key thing there was, though, as soon as they won the ball, there was, 5 or 6 players flooding forward at pace from Zambia, showing great ambition here in this opening game as that header was flicked across goal. Scrambled away by Indonesia, who looked, you have to say, fairly comfortable. Well, I mean, Zambia were pressing forward, but they were keeping them at arm's length quite handily for the first, 25-30 minutes. Apart from the opening disallowed, because burst into life the last 10 minutes or so. So 3 goals in 7 minutes. A brace from their front man as well. That always helps. Passing just not quite going to feet at the moment. But as soon as they do get the ball in an attacking place, they've got a defender right on their back and forced backwards into the final minute of the first half here. Loses his balance eventually, but made the pass stick, and that's the important bit. Oh, the loose ball going Indonesia's way. This could be interesting. Eyes up, pass into the area, picked up by Alberto. Alberto under pressure. Izar then with the cross, just headed away from near the penalty spot, and the ball well won as well. Now chances on the counter-attack here for Zambia. Lots of space to play into. There goes Nyerongo. Nyerongo steps past his man. Oh, brilliant tackle. Just a foot put in there by Putipanji. Taking the ball away from Nyerongo as he looked to turn inside and maybe have the shot at goal. Zambia eager to stretch the game at every opportunity at the moment. Can they keep that pace up for 90 minutes? Well, 2 minutes to go before half-time. They've got throwing over on that far side. 2 minutes of added time, rather, I should say. Mwape with the throw. Flicked on, then overhead kicked away by Alberto. Kalamina tries to pick the ball up in midfield, coming in from his left-back position. Sabini puts the ball out. Fury getting a couple of touches. Goes back with Sabini again. Sorry, I shouldn't beg your pardon. I should be saying Sabine. Apologies for that. Just over a minute to go before the break. I was about to say Zambia don't want to do anything silly and give in Indonesia any undue encouragement this close to half-time. They've got Indonesia exactly where they want them at the moment, Zambia. This could be a big result. These are the two lowest seeded teams in this group, so in theory this is the easiest game that either of them will face. We'll see just what state Honduras are in after their 7-0 loss earlier this afternoon against obviously huge favourites in this group, Brazil. Zambia, well, they could be at the stage where, in that game against Honduras, they They get anything from it, that should be enough to put them through to the knockout stages. That's it, of course. They hold on to this lead here against Indonesia. Goal difference will come into play as well. So our referee, Adonis Carrasco, brings an incident-packed and thoroughly entertaining first half to a close here. And Indonesia and Zambia in their opening game at this under-17 FIFA World Cup have a 3-1 lead. Zahabi Goli with the opening goal for Indonesia after one was chalked off for Zambia after 20 seconds. But then 2 goals in 2 minutes from Abel Nyerongo for Zambia put them back into the lead. Then Lukonde Mwale bagged a third as well in the 42nd minute. And Zambia, in their first ever game at the FIFA Under-17 World Cup, going at half-time here with a handy 3-1 lead over Indonesia.
We thank them all for their enthusiasm, their passion and their dedication. Please put your hands together for our volunteers. لشارك بجهود المتطوعين والمتطوعات الذين عملوا مداخلا لضمان التنظيم الناجح ونشكرهم على حماسهم وشغفهم المتفقين ونصفق لحضارة مع التحية للمتطوعين.
There are the half-time statistics. It does rather show the balance of the game. Indonesia clinical when they had the chance, but Zambia have been all over Indonesia by and large. Certainly not afraid of throwing numbers forward. They've been quite direct at times as well, thoroughly deserving their lead. You have to say Zambia had 1 goal disallowed as well after just 20 seconds, which would have been a dream start to the game. But as things stand, Indonesian coach Nova Arianto with some serious
Let's welcome Indonesia to the pitch for the second half.
Well, welcome back then to this opening game for Indonesia and Zambia at the 2017 FIFA Under-17 World Cup, sorry, the 2025 Under-17 World Cup. Indonesia 3-1 down at half-time, ringing the changes by the looks of it as well. Looks like Dimasadi Prasetyo coming on along with Al-Ghazani Dwi Sagandi. So, changes made, and hoping to change the narrative of the game here. Indonesia thought they got off to a rough start with conceding a goal after 20 seconds. That was then disallowed. Indonesia took the lead in that first half after 12 minutes, but then 3 goals in 7 minutes later in the half completely turned the game around. And Zambia, frankly, deserved lead as well. They've shown great ambition in that opening 45, getting numbers forward at pace as well whenever given the opportunity. We're back underway then for the second half. Perhaps surprisingly as well, Zahabi Goli, the man who scored the opening goal for Indonesia, one of the players sacrificed at half-time, along with Fabio. A lot of hard work to be done here for Indonesia in this second half. Can Zambia continue to play the way they did in the first period? That'll be the big question. They've kept Indonesia pinned back most of that first half. Immediately have an attacking situation here. Long throw into the box, flicked on as well. Opportunity nearly knocks there at the far post. Zambia still in possession. The ball knocked in across goal again and headed over the bar, and it had to be as well. Nyerongo lurking at the back post to latch onto that ball, stood up there. Baker had to make the play. So corner for Zambia, plenty of copper tops to aim at in the area. corner in short there, but that's rather backfired, and that was a really important standing up challenge coming in from Levison Banda. When he stood up there, I think there might have been a clash of heads there as the two players both went for the ball. Certainly not a foul, just a clash there on halfway. Hopefully nothing too serious for either player. Banda came across, he was pretty much the last defender. Knew he had to make the challenge here. Makes the challenge as well. Hopefully it doesn't look like there's been any head-on-head. It's more of a sort of a chest-on-chest with maybe an arm or two in there for good measure. Say, no foul by either player. Some of the Zambian substitutes already warming up. Nelson Chilemu, Nkatami, Shwemwe. Well, the crowd have come a long way from Indonesia for this one. They're determined to enjoy their day out, or indeed their week out. The possibility of more substitutes incoming for Indonesia as well, having made two at half-time. Plenty of support being drummed up then for the Garuda Muda. Still plenty of time left in this match. So just checking here, Banda hasn't been concussed in any way. So the one replay we did get wasn't from the best angle. It didn't look like there was any head-to-head. Impact, maybe. It could have been that when he fell down, he might have hit his head on the back of his head on the turf as he went over. It should be just as dangerous. Has been put on pause for a little while now. Izar, the other man in that collision. Will be invited back on when the game resumes. The question is, will Banda be out there as well or not? They were certainly brave. He had to make the tackle. There wasn't going to be any pulling out. Not with the national shirt on you. Maybe there was a clash of heads there, certainly. Looks like Levison Banda isn't coming back on. Just saw the signal from the medical staff there suggesting substitution required. Zambia still with all 6 of their substitutions available to them. As a reminder, you get 6 substitutes. You can use 3 substitute windows, not including half-time. There's going to be 2 changes here. We did see a pair of players warming up. So then, change being made. So Bongani Unlove coming off. Nelson Chilemu coming on in his place. That's like for like in midfield, so fresh legs in there for the Copper Bullets. And it looks like Banda back on the pitch again then. Good to continue, we hope. And again, a sloppy ball in midfield allows Zambia again to play on the counter-attack. Crossfield ball, not quite enough on it this time, intercepted by Alberto. First touch there for Chilemu. The layoff not quite going according to plan for Mwale. And now a bit of space opens up for Indonesia over on that far side. White shirts flooding forwards as well. Ball goes inside to Nazriel. Lays that off. There's a bit of trickery from Addy, the substitute who came on at half-time. Ball put out of play by Zambia with Mwale down on half-way. Dennis McKinker must be ever so happy with the way things are going so far. Be hoping this isn't an injury though. Doesn't want to use up another substitution window just yet, I don't think. All substitutions warming up. The second half hasn't quite got going the way the first half did just as yet. We've spent more time with the ball out of play than in so far in the first 8.5 minutes. Well, it goes over. Looks like he's feeling something on the back of the top of the calf, maybe back of the knee. Zambia giving the ball back again. Thumped long, bypassing midfield. The ball allowed to bounce by the defence, and that's been dangerous. And is that a decision to be made by the referee? And Alberto with the challenge. Seems to have been pushed into a... Just the chance a few moments ago. Ball just to work out away from the player before any challenge came in anyway. Andy appears to be moving okay. All but the ball's been given away over on that far side. Great play from Indonesia and an even better save from Chitambala coming quickly off his line to deny Mirza. Mirza